What advice do you have for Nigerians planning to relocate abroad about work culture?
So relocating abroad is a big step, and I'm not gonna lie, it has its good and bad. The good is what everybody we see online, everybody's on social media, we all see the good, everybody's balling when they're abroad and all of that. The bad is that you're losing touch of your family back home. That's my own. So if you want to relocate abroad, your mindset has to be solid because the challenges abroad is actually worse than, in my opinion, the challenges abroad are worse than the challenges in Nigeria. But I might not be in the best position to explain that in detail because until you experience it, then you understand what I'm saying. So, Alhamdulillah, I've been fortunate to be to work in 3 different continents, and the work culture there is different. I worked in Nigeria, we like high service, all of that. I worked in the Middle East. There's no smoke without fire. That's what I'll say about Middle East. So let me say too much. Anything you've heard about Middle East and the work culture there, I would just say there's no smoke without fire. And then I'm presently in the West. The funny thing about the West is, well, like, to me, if these guys were Muslims, they will be way better Muslims than even people from the Middle East where Islam originated from. And that's like me giving them, like, for real, this is based on experience. The present company I'm working with, up to date, they still treat me like a baby. And you know what it means to work to be treated like a baby. Like everybody is out to help you. Nobody is out to, you know what it means. So because of my experience from back home in Nigeria and all of that, so when I joined the company, I was doing Mr. Nice Guy, working extra hours, although I was working from home and all of that. So there was you have room to do that. I would just see a message from my boss telling me, shut down your computer right now. Like, this is my own boss who I am doing whatever task I'm supposed to be doing, sending me a message telling me to shut down ASAP. I don't think I would see that if I was working in the Middle East or if I was working in Nigeria. In fact, my boss would be happy with me that, but when she shared gone, actually, sabi, that kind of thing. So these guys in the West, so don't let me divert too much, right? If you want to relocate abroad, it is good to experience it, but don't I don't want to say something that would look like I'm discouraging people. I'm just going to say this. Relocating abroad is a big step. There is a lot of advantage and disadvantage. For those of us, I used to hear everybody back home that is working in Nigeria, really, like, you guys are the MVPs. The only thing I would just say to us back home is, see, there's a lot we can learn from the West that we should implement. Yes, we don't have a government that cares about us, but we the people are the government, right? So whatever position you are, whatever power you have in your workplace, try to make the place better, and it will help the society at large. There's a policy in my company called the Workplace Harassment and Violence Policy. Now everybody signs this policy. The CEO signs it, your manager signs it, and then you sign it. So if you're ever faced with any type of harassment or any type of violence, you can use that in the court of law. Can we implement that in Nigeria? The answer is yes. Even though our legislations don't have something like that, as long as me as an HR personnel or me as a project manager or me as the financial manager, I bring in that kind of policy to help my workers manage whatever bullying, whatever. I'm sure you guys were all following the whole hashtag on Twitter, horrible bosses and all of that. To me, a workplace harassment and violence policy would have eliminated any form of horrible bosses existing. So even though you're back home and we don't have laws that are protecting us, even though we have NLC. NLC, I'm sure they're doing their best. But even though we don't have legislation that kind of protect the workforce, whatever position you are in, fine, you are, maybe you're not in the big shots, have it in the mind that whenever you are there, you're going to be creating policies that will protect people that are working for you. And you're going to live by the policy. And now, a lot of companies might have health and safety policies, blah, blah, blah policies. They don't review them. You don't have a committee. So as she mentioned in my bio that I'm in a committee of joint health and safety, whatever. That is a committee of management members and worker members. So what we do is we sit every 2 months or every month, and then we discuss issues that affect workers. And then management has no choice but to implement whatever that meeting recommends. We have no choice but to recommend it. So these are things that we can actually do. If you want to relocate abroad, I'm not going to discourage you. It's a good thing, but please do your research properly. Everybody that knew me when I was in uni knew they were not surprised when I ended up in the Middle East. They were not surprised because from uni, I'd been telling myself, I'm going to go and do my master's in King Fahd University in Saudi Arabia. Or I don't know. I just know I'm going to end up in the Middle East. So when I got to the Middle East, there was a mindset that, oh, we are all Muslims, mashallah. Every corner of every junction in the Middle East, there's a masjid. Unless a shooting more handicap, then you will not pray, because every junction in the Middle East, there's a masjid. So I'm trying to paint a picture for you guys that, look, there's no how you cannot practice Islam in the Middle East. And then you are now working with these people and, you get as it be. So, see, do your research properly and don't be carried away by what you see on social media. There's a lot of ugly pictures behind all the beautiful pictures I see on social media. Let me end it there. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, jazakallah khairan. Thank you so much